Hey everyone, it's Darren. Welcome. This video, we have a couple of fairly simple functions for you. We're going to talk about integer division. And integer division, unlike regular division, gives you only whole numbers. And there's some really good reasons for using that. For example, if you have a number of seconds that you're given, and you need to decide, how many hours and minutes is that, for example. You can't say, well, that's, 14.6294 hours, because what is that? We don't think that way. Or if you're given a number of inches, and so I have 612 inches. How many feet is that? Well, that's however many feet plus however many inches. So let's first look at how regular division works, and then we'll look at how integer division works. So regular division, if we look at, say, 10 divided by 3, that gives us 3.33333. It's 3 and a third. And that's what most of us are used to. Now, if we look at integer division, on the other hand, the function for the integer division is quotient. And then the parameters are pretty much what you'd expect. It's 10, 3, or 10 divided by 3, and that gives you 3. That's the whole number part. And then the remainder part is modulum. And you put in the same thing. So this is telling you that for integer division of 10 divided by 3, you have 3 with a remainder of 1. And if you think way back to when you first learned division, back in elementary school, this is how you did it. You had a whole number and you had a remainder. This is before we learned about decimals and got into all that stuff. And I said there are times when you actually want to use this. So let's come up with an example here. So we're going to do something like, let's do 4,025,125 seconds. Okay, that's a lot of time, right? Okay, I don't know what that is exactly in days, hours, minutes, seconds, but let's figure this out. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, obviously, is we need to divide this out, right? So we're going to do equals quotient of A1, and since this is seconds and we're going to minutes, that would be 60. Okay, that looks good. And then for seconds, this is going to be uh, modulo, so mod of A1 comma 60. So what this gives us is it tells us, so this is in seconds, and this is in minutes and seconds. So now we want to get that down to something a little more convenient. So we have 25 seconds. Get this onto something a little more convenient. So let's break that minutes down into hours. Equals quotient of A2, and there's 60 minutes in an hour. So we have 1,118 hours. And how many minutes left over? Equals mod A2 60. And that is minutes. Okay, well, 1,118 hours is still an awfully big number. So let's break this down into days. So that one is quotient A3. It's 24 hours in a day last time I checked. So we got 46 days. And how many hours? And you've probably guessed by now, equals mod A3 24. And that's 14 hours. And so we want weeks. So we can just do equals quotient A4, comma 7, because there's 7 days in the week. And then to get the remainder out of that one, to find the number of days, is mod A4, comma 7. And this is days. And of course, 6 down there we know was weeks. So, yeah, we started at this number up here that is 4,025,125. Um, and we very quickly were able to turn that down into something that you and I can actually understand of 6 weeks, 4 days, 14 hours, 5 minutes, and 25 seconds. And everyone that you tell 6 weeks, 4 days, 14 hours, 5 minutes, and 25 seconds is going to know exactly how long you're talking about. And no one that you tell 4,025,125 seconds will have the foggiest clue of whether you're talking about 2 weeks or 2 months or 2 years. Uh, so that's why you do this. And you can do this with time. You can do it with uh, you know, distances, especially if you're not using metric, switching from, inches to miles or kilometers to light years or whatever. Lots of places that you can use the integer division functions, and that's really all there is to it. And these are simple functions to use. They're quick, they're easy. They don't really change your data so much, but they do make it a lot easier to understand. So hopefully you learned something from the video. If you did, be sure to hit like and subscribe and hit notify so you can see when I release new videos. We also have a Patreon page at patreon.com/data analysis excellence. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks.